So when we're using the Crowley book, it would be good when you're at any card in this book to also take a look at that particular card in this book. Because if you use these both together, then you'll get a much better idea of the relationship between the woman who drew the cards and what Crowley made of the card and so forth. So these two books should be used together. Now there is another fantastic book on the Waite deck uh, that was designed by Smith. Now this book here, done by these two gentlemen, gives you more information on this type of tarot than the Alex and Crowley did, because it's much more detailed, first of all, about the woman who did these cards herself. And this is this woman who does the cards is very well known for other drawings, not only those cards, but she was an artist to start with. Pamela Coleman Smith is her name. And here is a picture someone did of her right here. So she's the one that did the cards for this deck. And also what they do, now here's an actual photograph of her in 1912. And there she is again. And what's nice about this book, among other things, is when you go through this entire book, it talks about Waite himself, the scholar, all about his life, and where he lived and what he did, and so forth. And then Waite and the tarot, how he came across it and what he made of it. And then you also have a lot of places in here where it shows the deck and how it was made. Now, there are other places where you can find out about how the deck was made, but the other places in here show this woman who did the cards and all kinds of other drawings that she did at the same time. So you will see there that she wasn't just the author of the deck, but also she did a lot of other drawings that moved toward that kind of thing that she did. So what's interesting about this is that it gives you a much more detailed design of the cards, much more detailed about how they were made and how this woman did them. In fact, here's one, for example, the first one, the Fool. There you have everything about it. There's the card itself and all this information about it here. But then when you turn the page, you have another drawing by Pamela Coleman Smith, which was before the cards, but you can see that her drawing technique was very, very close to what she was doing. In fact, here's another one from the same one, the Fool. Very close to what she was doing when she actually made this deck herself. So this goes into great detail all the way through, not only of the cards themselves and everything about the card, like each part of the card, like that one I had was a guide, but also about this woman who made them and what Waite thought of that and what she did to draw it. Now, many of these, like the 16, the Tower, there's the actual card itself. But look at this one. This is one she had made before that, you see? So this is extremely detailed and probably one of the better books you can read on the tarot. You will find wonderful drawings that she did before she did the actual card, but how they synchronized together. I suggest this is a great book.